If you guys haven't heard by now, the Chicago Sky has lost another damn basketball game, this time to the hands of the Phoenix Mercury.
Changing the roster, I don't really want to get into that. I think that what we got to focus on is who we have in this locker room right now and understanding what we got to do to be the best version of who we are and who we have.
Why is Angel Reese, one of the most promising players in women's basketball, sitting on the bench? Tyler Marsh is pointing fingers, but it might not be who you think. What shocking truth did he reveal about this controversial decision? And what does it mean for the Chicago Sky moving forward? Stick around as we break down the drama, frustration, and strategy behind this unexpected turn of events. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. The Chicago Sky's problems aren't just sitting in the stats column.
And this Princess Barbie Angel Reese, man, she's been trash, just horrendous. I just gotta be honest.
Yeah, I think that we got a couple players that are banged up, so we want to be mindful of minutes. I think that when the game got out of hand there midway through the third.
They're spilling onto the court in ways even fans can't ignore. Losses are stacking up, turnovers are handing games to their opponents, and defensive collapses are becoming routine. The game against the Phoenix Mercury wasn't just a blowout, it felt like a breaking point. Over 20 turnovers crushed their momentum and gave Phoenix control of the tempo. Two separate 30-point quarters from the Mercury.
Tyler Marsh is getting the focal point of the blame, bro. But to me, you have to blame the players of this damn basketball team.
We were consistently enough tonight, another 20-plus point or 20-plus turnover game, which is it's tough to win when you add that with giving up two 30-point quarters.
Put the finishing touch on a night most Sky players would want to forget. But according to Coach Tyler Marsh, the real issue isn't just physical mistakes, it's mental. When asked about the piling problems, Marsh didn't shy away from the truth. I think sometimes handling pressure is a mental as much as it is physical, he admitted. That pressure, it's eating away at the team's ability to play smart basketball. Against Phoenix, their press exposed every crack in the Sky's game. Marsh had warned about staying connected on defense, but even that fell apart. Simple drives by Phoenix pulled defenders inward, leaving shooters wide open on the arc. The Mercury didn't miss those chances, draining 3 after 3. Marsh even noted the team's overcommitting on drives, saying they struggled to stay connected to their shooters. Whether physical or mental, these issues are bleeding the Sky dry. The fans aren't letting it slide either. Their frustration is boiling over, and Marsh knows it. He explained how the team keeps a big picture outlook, but patience is running thin.
And today, Tyler Marsh had to sit Angel Reese down to remind her, you ain't all that, dog. I don't know what the is.
We struggle staying connected to their shooters. They're a team that wants to get up a ton of threes. We knew that going into it. I thought that we just lost.
Marsh addressed the disconnect head on, acknowledging the team's identity crisis. We're going to keep fighting, he said, though even he admitted dissatisfaction is spreading throughout the locker room. Without solutions, both the fans and the players are left asking the same question: where does this team go from here? And then there's Angel Reese. Her role in all this chaos adds another layer to the mess. Marsh's comments make you wonder if Reese is central to this pressure, or the key to overcoming it. What's going on with her? You'll want to hear this. Angel Reese was supposed to be the future of this team, a rising star with the skills and drive to make an immediate impact. But lately, her potential has been overshadowed by inconsistency, and now she's on the bench.
I think as part of this city, I know the will to fight is as well, and so that hasn't been lost amongst us, staff or players, and so we're going to continue to push, continue to work, continue to fight.
Sky, no one could have predicted that this team was going to be this bad. I mean, they are horrible, bro. I mean, my goodness.
Coach Tyler Marsh hasn't said much directly about Reese, but he's been clear. The team is experimenting with new lineups. We're struggling to find something that consistently works, he admitted. That's not exactly a glowing endorsement, and it's raised questions about why those experiments seem to involve Reese sitting instead of thriving. Reese's benching isn't just a knock against her.
This is bad, and it's looking like Teresa Witherspoon need to come back in a major way.
We lost connection to them way too often, and we talked about overhelping on their drives, and AT was still able to draw defenders and kick out. And
it's part of a larger plan to address the team's issues with turnovers and mounting fatigue. Marsh has emphasized the importance of mental toughness when handling high-pressure moments, and he hasn't been shy about rotating players to manage that. In the brutal back-to-back against Phoenix and Las Vegas, his choices reflected that approach. He said, "We have to be mindful of having healthy bodies, but let's be honest, pulling Reese during key stretches might have as much to do with trust as it does resting her legs." Look back at that Phoenix game. Reese started strong, making moves in the paint and drawing defenders, but by the second quarter, her minutes dropped. It didn't go unnoticed. Fans questioned whether this was a tactical decision or a sign that Marsh doesn't fully trust her under pressure. Without Reese on the floor, turnovers skyrocketed.
I mean, last year, at least they had a chance to damn near, maybe, possibly make it to the playoffs.
I think it's something that we continue to look at, especially game plan wise and what we have internally. We've mixed up the lineups here and there.
And the Sky were overwhelmed by Phoenix's press. Ironically, the team seemed to miss the one player everyone's questioning right now. For Reese, this moment could go one of two ways. Either she turns this into motivation, proves her value, and reclaims her spot, or she sinks under the weight of misplaced blame. And the fans? They're divided. Some argue she's being scapegoated for team-wide problems, while others think Marsh's decision to bench her is a wake-up call. Whatever Marsh's long-term vision is, this benching feels bigger than just one player. It's a test for Reese, yes.
With Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky basketball team, but they just cannot find a way to get consistent wins offensively, defensively.
We kind of have a big picture outlook, and so for us, as frustrated as we are, we know the work that we put in and that the players put in, most importantly, each day, and so nobody's happy.
But it's also a reflection of a team trying to figure out who they really are. So where does all of this lead the Chicago Sky? Are things about to collapse, or is this just part of the rebuild? The Chicago Sky's season feels like it's hanging by a thread. Losses are piling up, and their struggles with turnovers, defensive lapses, and mental pressure are glaring. Tyler Marsh has been clear, they're not giving up. "We're going to keep fighting," he said, and that fight is what defines them right now.
If you guys haven't heard by now, the Chicago Sky has lost another damn basketball game, this time to the hands of the Phoenix Mercury.
Changing the roster, I don't really want to get into that. I think that what we got to focus on is who we have in this locker room right now and understanding what we got to do to be the best version of who we are and who we have.
Angel Reese's benching, the roster experiments, the fans' frustration. It's all part of a team trying to rediscover who they are. But will their determination be enough to turn things around? Can Marsh's vision pay off? Or are we watching a season that's already slipped through their fingers?